depends. I'm sure.
It's a very simple question I'm trying to get an answer to. Are you here to teach as well, or are you here just to listen to the answers to the questions I'm going to give you? Because if you say
Complicated.
no, it's very important. Because if you're here to learn,
To be honest, I'll be honest with you. I'm still kind of shocked that you kind of said it.
do you want some water?
I have some, thank
Okay,
you.
no problem.
I'll be honest with you. I'm still a bit shocked.
Ah, yes.
I'm still a little bit shocked that you basically justified a man abusing me and swearing at me. I'm not
Okay,
trying to be dramatic.
that's your own words. Trying to put words in my mouth is not going to work. I clearly said no when you asked me the question, are you justifying? I said no. So you're not being sincere with yourselves. I thought Christianity teaches to be sincere with yourself.
What did you think about his behavior towards me?
Yeah, cursing women is very bad.
So why
It's
did
horrible.
you-
It's horrible.
So why
You
did
shouldn't degrade women and you shouldn't call them dogs. Do you believe you should call women dogs?
What is your point?
Do you believe we should call women dogs?
If you're talking about Jesus, we
Oh,
can
do you
discuss
think your God calls women? I didn't say Jesus, you said
I
that.
know you were going
Do you think
there.
your God calls women dogs? Is that what you believe?
Can you-
I didn't say Jesus, you said Jesus.
Why you?
I just asked a question.
Okay, why you trying to go back into the man?
You asked me a question. Do you think we should curse women? I clearly said no. I asked you a question in return.
Say anything to him. Why did you kind of justify it? Okay,
Because he's not a Muslim and it's a public place. I don't know the guy. It's just someone walking by in a public
what
place.
did you say to him when he was swearing at me and telling me to?
I didn't say anything. Because I didn't want to make the situation even bigger. When someone is angry, is coming to preach something, the right way to deal with them is to let them. Just like you didn't speak back to him, correct? That's the right way to deal with the people. So I didn't speak back to him because it's not my business. He's coming to talk to you, and I don't know who he is. So I have no authority over him. Why should I talk to him?
Okay.
Okay. So now let's talk about something productive, right? Because this is something irrelevant, right?
No, I just.
Are you here to teach something, or are you just here to learn?
I just wish next time if you see a man abusing a woman, I hope that you can be more gentleman and actually say something more because I don't feel like as a woman you were protecting me. I feel like you were just allowing him to.
No, I didn't think you needed protection because you have 3 or 4 people with you, 3 men. Why do you need my protection?
It's not about.
I don't understand why you need my protection.
It's about, that is in a minute. It's about just.
You mentioned it, not me.
Yeah, it's about if you see a man abusing a woman, a man should.
Why did the 4 men with you speak? Why are you coming to talk to the Muslim who has nothing to do with you?
So
You should preach that to your people, your colleagues. You should say to them, all my Christian colleagues who care about your Christian sister, you should have been defending me. Instead of coming to a Muslim who doesn't know who you are or never met you in his life, trying to enforce him, trying to defend you in a specific way. You should speak to your friend. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You can show, I don't know how many people over there, So, and he's trying to show you what to say. He should have been defending you. Shouldn't he have been defending you instead of showing you what to say?
There's more Muslims than Christians here.
So, anyway, I wish, because it's on camera anyway, I wish you would have said something to him, but he seemed like he justified
We
it.
all have wishes. We all have wishes in life, but we don't all get what we want.
My question was, eventually, the man, I don't know who he was, but he had like 100 people following him. I don't know that guy, but he said that in Islam, you're allowed to have 4 wives, and you said no, Islam doesn't teach that. So I said, why are you
I
lying?
didn't say that.
No, you didn't say that.
No.
What did you say then?
I will come back to the main question. If you answer it, we'll move forward into a discussion, right? Are you here to teach? Are you here to teach, or are you here to just learn? If you're here to ask me questions only, I'm happy to give you answers. But when I'm giving you answers, you shouldn't be arguing with me if you're not here to teach. But if you are here to teach,
We're having a conversation. A conversation works that,
do you know why I'm asking that question? Because from what I know, the Bible clearly teaches that a woman should remain silent, she shouldn't teach. So if you're coming here to teach, then you're opposing your own scripture. But if you're not here to teach, if you're here to just learn something, if you're here to ask a question and wait for an answer, I'm happy to answer you. Now what I said, go ahead, you want to say something.
Yeah, so that's why I'm not a teacher, right? However,
So you're here to learn.
the Bible said that all should evangelize. That's why when Jesus resurrected, the first woman, there was a woman actually that he told to go and tell
Are
everybody.
you talking to me or to the cameras?
Oh, the people will be watching.
I'm
the
talking to
camera.
you, not to the
Okay,
cameras.
fine.
These are
The first woman, there was a woman actually that he told to go and tell
Are
everybody.
you talking to me or to the cameras?
Oh, there are the people will be watching.
I'm talking to you, not to the cameras. These are irrelevant.
Because I'm used to people watching.
Okay, we can talk. We can have a. We said we have a conversation, not with the camera, with me, right? Okay.
So yeah, in the Bible it says women shouldn't teach to men. It specifically says, women can teach other women. Women can teach children. However, all are commanded to share the gospel.
So you shouldn't teach me.
According
to the Bible.
I can share the gospel because you don't have the truth in
I didn't talk about sharing. I talked about teaching. You shouldn't teach me.
I can share the gospel, right?
But in Islam, women can teach. I'm happy for any woman to come and teach a Muslim woman. I'm happy.
Because I've seen women and men in the mosque together. So
Have you been to a mosque before?
I have been.
Which one?
I've been to the East London Mosque.
And there is no women in East London mosques.
I only see men going to the mosque. I don't see.
So you went to the men's section. There's a whole building called the Mariam.
I see outside.
If you allow me to answer you, there's a whole building called the Mariam Center in East London. It's just only for women. So I don't know how you can miss a whole building.
So are men and women allowed to be together in the mosque?
In the time of the Prophet ﷺ, men used to pray in the front and women used to pray in the back. So they were in the same location. There's no problem with that in Islam.
Okay.
That might surprise you, but there is no problem with that.
What about now? Because what I'm trying to say is that
Even now, a man can pray and a woman can pray in the back. There's no problem. They can be in the same location. There's no issues.
because when I pass by the mosque, I only see men. I've never seen.
How do you pass by the mosque?
Because it's there are mosques everywhere in London, right? You
Okay.
can pass
You
it.
have to enter them. You cannot pass by them to see what's going on inside. You
I
have to
see
enter.
crowd of men outside the mosque. I don't see women. So are men and women?
That's a good point.
Sigurd
Churches are empty and mosques are full of people.
Are men and
Slovakia.
women allowed to be in the same room?
Centrum
I answered the
Ostrava.
question.
No, you said in the time of the Prophet Muhammad.
No, I
Which
said even today you
Ostrava?
can do
Prague?
that. It's no problem.
Ostrava.
Even today. If today I start praying here and women pray here in the back and I pray here, it's no problem Islamically.
What is the back? So do you pray in public?
We can pray in public, yes.
Yeah.
In fact, the Prophet Muhammad said, to answer this question
Pois.
specifically, he said,
Check
"Fuddiltu
up
ala
that
nabiyina
CZ.
bisit." I was given 6 virtues over the other messengers or the other prophets. So he had specific 6 characteristics. The other messengers did not receive
Puta.
them. One of them is he said,
Ah,
the
man.
earth was made as a mosque for me. So the whole earth was made as a prayer
Ostrava.
for me. So as long as I find a clean place that does not have anything dirty with it, I can pray in it as a Muslim.
Do you know what the Bible says about
America.
praying in public? It says that it's hypocritical and that's the whole reward that you will get. Do you know that?
Capital Ave.
Why would I concern myself what the Bible teaches about prayer? I'm not a Christian.
The truth.
Truth
This,
according to
this
you,
feels like Texas, you know? This is
Well, do
huge.
you believe in the Injil?
I
This
believe
could
in
be
the what is
anything.
Injil?
This could be anything.
Gospel of who?
Of
Which
Jesus
one?
Christ.
Which one do I believe in?
What do you
The Gospel of
Creek
Jesus Christ.
Park,
I agree
something
with you. So
Creek.
when Jesus Christ was walking,
Capital
was he teaching the
Ave.
people the Gospel
Capital
of Mark, Matthew,
Ave.
Luke, and John, which was written later on? Or which Gospel was he teaching?
Creek, Capital Ave.
Gospel, right? Listen.
And
The
then
Bible account, yeah, is what Jesus did. The gospel is Jesus Christ, yeah. The Bible is an account.
Creek
of
and
what
Capital
Jesus did. The
Ave.
Bible is God's diary, right? It was written after Jesus, so that it doesn't change, who Jesus is, what he did on the cross.
You didn't ask me, do you believe in Jesus? You said, do you believe in the Gospel? Right? So you're confusing. You're confusing. I don't know why you have to whisper things in her ear. She can handle herself, right? The gospel, no one is whispering anything to my ear since I started the discussion. It's on camera, right? No one needs to whisper anything into my ear. We can have a discussion, as I said, me and you. You don't need someone to teach you something else, right? Okay? Jesus.
Combine.
So Jesus was
In
walking and he was
Germany.
teaching something. He was not teaching his biography of his life because his life was not over yet, right? So he
Munkin.
was teaching something else, and that was the gospel. That's the gospel that Muslims believe in. So when you ask me the question, do you believe in the gospel? Yes, I believe in the gospel.
the airport in
gospel
Munich?
that I believe in is the gospel of Jesus, not the gospel of Mark, Matthew, Luke, and John.
Where is the airport in Munich? Where is the airport? Where
He's
is
coming as
the
a messenger of
airport?
the Creator, a chosen messenger of the Creator. He's telling the people that they should obey the Creator, worship the Creator alone. Do not not associate partners with him. Do not do idol worship. And he gives
that
glad
one?
tidings of messengers that will
Yeah.
come after him.
Yeah.
Many things, many things. That's some of
Yeah.
it. The most important thing is to say the message to the people. To worship the creator, not the creation. So don't worship a human being, a man or a woman or an idol. Worship the creator who created everything.
Okay, so how many
ZA?
pages do you have in the Quran
What's
approximately
ZA?
about Isa? Because it's
Zambia?
I didn't count them. I didn't count them.
approximately.
Fuck is
you
ZA?
can look and tell me.
I didn't count them. He's mentioned by name 25 times. By name.
Is this Europe?
But that's by name.
Should be on the left
So he
side.
could be described not by name in more places, right? So I'm talking about specifically by name. But the number of exact pages that talks about Isa alayhi salam, I'm not aware.
But he was only mentioned 25
It's a good research you can do.
Huh?
It's a good research you can do with your free time.
I mean, I wish that, because you're talking about a different Jesus, right? I wish that you could explain. Now, Jesus was Isa was mentioned in the Quran 25 times.
By name, by name.
By name. So, does any Muslim in here know? How
Again, are you talking to me or are you talking to...
you don't know?
No, but I want to say...
No, it's Europe. It's Europe.
If you're here to talk to me, that's what I asked you in the beginning. I was very clear. Are you here to have discussion with me? Why am I, you said, are you sitting in the house rules and you laugh? No, I'm making a principle for us to move forward based on it, right? So if you're here to talk to the people, you can go talk to the people. If you're here to talk to me, then you should be talking to me and asking. And that's why I asked you, are you here to teach or speak to me? You're here to ask questions, you said. So I'm waiting for your questions and I'm answering them.
Shall I? Because you couldn't answer.
Which one did I couldn't answer?
I asked, how many times is Jesus mentioned in the, so how many pages, and roughly how much
Office
content do you have
Depot.
talking about Jesus?
You said exactly your question. How many pages mentions Jesus?
Or how many times, like, what is the content of Jesus in the Quran?
I'm not sure. You can do your research on that.
Let's Google it, right?
I'm not sure Google is a credible scholar to have the answers to this question. Sorry?
Not the answer either. So
No, when you do not know something, you do research. That's what I was telling you to do research. I don't know if Christians do that as well, but as Muslims, we're taught to do research, right? So I can open the book and check how many pages talk about it instead of going to check Google.
Vietnam.
We have I've just Googled it. It says that Jesus was mentioned 26 times as Jesus.
On the left side.
the Messiah. Now, my question to you.
Sun is in the
Okay, I've just Googled it because you don't know.
Salamat.
Google, it's a website.
Yeah, I Googled it. I put on the website.
Yeah, what is the website called?
Right.
You don't know.
Salamat.
It's the first thing.
Is it?
So you just Google things and the first thing that pops up is the truth.
Okay.
Is that how you believe Jesus is God? You just Google is Jesus God?
Let's get this straight, right?
Okay.
So, we have more content of Jesus
I
Christ.
don't know by the way you're
Oh
shouting,
my
right?
God, what is-
I'm just in front of you. But go ahead.
Okay, I'll try not to shout. I do have a loud voice.
Because you know women are supposed to be feminine, right?
Are you trying to sound not feminine?
No. I'm stating a fact that women are supposed to be feminine.
Okay.
Unless you disagree.
I agree. I have a loud voice.
No problem, go ahead.
You interrupt me quite a lot, so it makes it difficult for me to speak.
You're asking me questions, so I have to answer.
Okay. So you don't know how often was Jesus
Parkare.
mentioned in the Quran? Is it
This.
about 25 times?
So Parkati. What's
My
this?
kind of question is,
No, I said by name, he's mentioned 25 times clear. This is something I know. I said the instances that talk about him in general, I'm not sure how many.
okay, so do you agree that the Quran has a shorter account of Jesus than the Bible?
A shorter account of Jesus.
Yeah.
Of course. Absolutely, 100%.
All right. So
You want my approval, stamp of approval? Yes, it does.
okay. So what?
Because the Quran is not a biography of Jesus, or biography of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, or biography of any messenger.
Yeah.
So it's not focused on an individual, a human being. It's focused on the creator of the universe, the one you should be worshiping.
Okay. I worship God, and this is why.
I didn't say
go.
you don't.
Let's go.
Can I please?
Of course, finish.
I want to be feminine and respectful, like you said, but it's difficult when everybody's interrupt. Thank you. So, do you agree that
Reykjavik.
the Quran has shorter
Reykjavik.
accounts of Jesus, has shorter accounts of the prophets, and the different stories that is less reliable than something that was written before, which has longer, extensive content? It doesn't make sense. Let's say you write a book today, right? Or even not today. Let's say that the prophets write books over thousands of years. They write accounts, and
Oui.
guy, and not only he changes the story, but the accounts are a lot shorter and
This is
why would anybody follow that?
Oman or the Arab?
I answered the question already. Is it the Quran is not a story about Jesus.
Power flag
The
that
Quran
is.
is about the Creator. So it should not be talking in thousands of pages about a human being who lived his life. Even if he was a mighty messenger of God. Even if we love him. Even if we revere him. That does not mean the book should be talking everywhere about
That's
him.
Dubai.
Similarly,
Or
just as the Quran does
the
not
Arab
talk everywhere about
Emirates.
Prophet Muhammad. Or any other messenger of God.
Messiah. Who is the Messiah?
That's a new question. Okay, who's the Messiah? The Messiah is the person who's chosen
Japan.
by God to fulfill a specific mission. In our tradition, he's a messenger of God and he comes back to kill the Antichrist. That's our belief.
No, where in Japan?
Messiah.
According to the definition I just gave, yes.
Okay.
To our definition, Islamic
Alright,
definition.
okay. So you're saying that the Quran is a book about God, therefore it wouldn't include detailed information about the Messiah, about the prophets. However, the
I didn't say that.
what are you saying?
I said it shouldn't holistically be talking about them. You know, when I interrupt you, with all due respect, is to just correct what you say because sometimes you misrepresent me. That's why I interrupt you.
Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't be a problem.
It's like northern.
If the account was consistent, right? So, for example, when we Christians
Dish.
we give out books of chunks, right? That's only one book in the Bible. Why do we do that? Because it tells you very clearly that Jesus Christ is Lord and tells you how to get saved. We don't have to give the whole Bible when we need to share. However, that is okay because it's part of the Bible and because it's consistent. Now, the problem in the Quran is that you have not only a different Jesus, different prophets, you have shorter versions and distorted. And they're written hundreds of years later, right? That shows just itself logically that is false. If there is a story,
Whoa. You're teaching me now. That's not a question.
I'm not teaching.
No. You were just teaching me that's. No. You just said.
That didn't make sense to anyone.
Again, you're not talking to me, right? Are you here to entertain people or something? Is that your daily job? I'm here to have a serious discussion about salvation, not to entertain people, right? Now, you're teaching me because you're saying it's doing X, Y, and Z, and that is wrong, and that is false. This is called teaching, right? So if you have a question for me, I'm happy to hear your question.
No.
I'm not here to be taught by a woman if her own scripture tells
Just
me
like
that she
Islam
shouldn't be
and
teaching. Other women, Muslim women, are not
Christianity.
to be taught.
But first of all,
Just clarifying.
first of all,
So is he talking to me or are you talking to me?
first of all, right?
Just talk amongst yourself. If he's gonna talk to me or you're gonna talk to me.
Okay, first of all,
Yes.
the scripture about
Wait.
teaching, right?
So are you gonna teach me that scripture means this? Or
Eh.
that? No. You should be asking questions. You said you need to ask questions.
Okay, right, we're done talking about the Bible.
Yeah.
I've just proven to you that an account written a few hundred years later, which is shorter, distorted, is false. That's why this guy doesn't want me to talk. Now we're going to talk about this.
I know you talk.
And you're going to
That's
ask
not
my
true.
questions. If that's want to talk, I can teach. So I want to teach anymore. I'm just about to. Now you're going to ask
That's
my
easy
questions.
said.
Do you realize by saying I debunked you does not make it true? Do you know that?
Italia.
Do you know that? Do you know that? Okay, it's good you know that. I just was making sure.
You decide. Do you agree in an account written?
Again, are you talking to me or are you talking to someone else?
Are we? So,
You can ask me any question if you want to ask me.
that's fine. We're
Go
going to
ahead.
move on to the Quran now because you're going to talk about it.
No, I can talk about anything.
I've just debunked you.
No problem. If that's how you
know
believe,
that. I've debunked you.
no
You
problem.
know that.
You are entitled to your opinion.
The account
Só aqui este negócio.
in the Quran is false.
Brasil.
And why is that?
Centros a mais
Can you prove that?
I've
rodo
proven it to you.
How did you do that? By saying it?
There
centro
is logic,
curtir.
right?
Okay.
Right.
Logic proves.
Even the prophets, yeah? Even the prophets. I had one of your colleagues is on Sam Dawad's channel.
I don't have colleagues. What colleagues are you talking about? Do you come to my workplace or something? What colleagues are you talking about?
Dawa colleagues.
No, you can say brothers in faith, which are 2 billion people, so you have to be specific.
Even your brothers in faith a couple of months ago, right? You tried to say to me,
I'm not here to defend other people's statements. Again, are you talking to me or are you talking to someone else?
can I say something politely just
Go ahead.
to prove my point? Thank
Lucy
you very
agua
much. So,
para
even this guy at Speaker's Corner, he tried to say
Argentina.
that, the Pharaoh is
complejo.
We have it with the thing in the Quran.
No, this is
No,
definitely.
I'm not talking about him. I'm talking about the Quran. I'm not talking about him. Right. I'm not talking about him. I'm talking about the
You're talking to me. Don't worry about him.
Okay, so even this Muslim man, and I'm not talking about him because we're not going to make it personal. He said that in the Quran it calls the Pharaoh king and is a king, but actually the account in the Quran of Joseph is one chapter.
I didn't do.
One chapter.
Oh my
and
god, I
we
didn't do
have
times 6.
pages
Is it this big?
verses. We have pages in the, and now you're trying to say to me
3-0.
that the account in the Quran is more valid in terms of the prophets when
Driving
the
the
accounts
right
are shorter,
European
they're
plates, right?
distorted, written hundreds of years later.
You can go.
15 chapters of Joseph and you have
Angle
one
Mort
chapter, you say
is
this
France.
chapter that
It's
was
France.
Relax a little bit.
People France with the Alps in the
Relax a
back.
little bit. Okay, you can go that. I don't know. I don't know why she is, but talk to me, please, my brother. Just allow me to talk. Sorry. You can go to the person who told you that and discuss with him. I don't know what you're telling me about.
How many chapters do you, from what you know?
But you understand what I've just said, right? I've not made any claims about Joseph, and that's called a straw man, right? I did not make any claims about Joseph. So if you have an issue with someone else who made a claim about Joseph, you can go. If you
Tel
allow me, just
Aviv.
allow you to speak. You can go to that person and you can explain to him. But I don't know. That's irrelevant.
Try to practice English, that's all.
Oh, okay, no problem.
Right, I will clarify. I'm
Five.
not making it personal to him. I don't like to make things personal. I don't like to be disrespectful. That's why I don't even talk about Muhammad because I don't even want to go there. However, talking purely in terms of theology, right? We have one chapter of Joseph in the Quran and 13 chapters in the Bible. Now, you as a Muslim tell me, how can a Quran written hundreds of years later with one chapter be more valid and more reliable than the Bible written thousands of years before with
There's
more
Turkey.
extensive content?
Can I answer?
Yeah.
One is from God and the other is corrupted.
Turkey.
There is no proof of corruption.
Son, I've answered your
We
question.
have-
You have a new question now.
Right.
As I said, you're not here to teach me. You're not here to teach me. You're here to ask me questions. So
Okay.
if you have a question about what I said, you can then clarify. This is my question. I'm happy to answer it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you
Just be careful because I think that you guys are in front of the camera. Yeah. You just allow the camera.
Because if you interrupt politely, you can listen, but it's in our topic.
Sisters, please allow me to speak to her, please. Okay, can you talk to me now? Can you talk to me? Okay. Let's talk. Sisters, please, sisters. Look,
I hear
the
that.
Prophet sisters.
Mountains in the back.
Yeah, please talk to her, sister. Come, talk to me. Yeah. By the way, I don't condone this behavior. This is not a good Muslim behavior. I'm very clear on that. Yeah.
Thank you, because, we can agree to disagree and we can discuss, but I don't like abusive behavior.
Of course, I agree with you.
Okay.
Sure.
So,
I agree. I agree with you. Okay, let's can we focus on our discussion?
yeah.
Because when you talk to someone, then they feel like you're talking to them.
No, it's just very difficult when you're being abused, you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Coventry.
It's okay. By the way, let me say something very important,
Belfast.
right? If you cannot handle the pressure, you shouldn't be doing this.
I can
So
handle
if you feel like you're gonna start to cry,
Belfast,
my
isn't
advice to you is that this is not something you should be doing, right? If you do not, I'm just giving you advice. I'm giving you advice, right? If you can handle yourself, you can engage with other people, and you're not feeling stressed, because I feel like you're a bit feeling stressed or you're about to cry or something like that. If this is the case, then my advice, a sincere advice for you, because I'm worried about your safety. You shouldn't be doing this if you're afraid.
No, I just.
Why do you take my advice? Do you laugh at my advice? I'm giving you sincere advice.
I'm just thank you for your guys, please, because it gets too much when people are talking. We're having a
They are your friends if you allow them to.
Okay, so I can handle the pressure. What I don't like is abuse. Okay, but it's finished now. We can go back to the.
I agree with you. And I told you I don't condone that behavior. I was very clear.
Thank you very much. I appreciate you.
No problem.
That it's not okay. Now,
What is your next question?
so my question is, right, so you say that, okay, the claim is that the Quran is corrupt. truthful when it only has one, like very small verses, chapters here and there that are changed? It doesn't make sense, the stories. How can it be truthful when it's reduced, when it's confusing, when it's twisted? How can it be truth?
So let me get this clear. If something is clear, if something is short, that means it's not true. Is that your reasoning?
Well, in this circumstance, yes, right? Let's say,
So my answer to that question would be that we don't base truth based on how big or small something is. That's my answer.
But it's a kind of a fact. Let's say that, you know, you spend a day